Hello and welcome back everybody to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well today. I see we have Darius and Andre. What's going on? Gregtech. Heck yeah, it's been quite a while, almost probably 2 weeks since we last played. That's because of the old Blazecation. FT, how's it going? We are back. Yes, we are. So we are back there. Switch to the Gregtech cam. Start recording F5, F1. Alright, also load up the stream on my phone to keep an eye on everything. Let's see here. Also, just open up the chat. Actually, inventory? Okay, that is my inventory there. I know we were working on oil processing, but I don't know if that's exactly where we're going to go right away, or if I had also some other projects to work on as well. Yeah, I hope you haven't forgotten everything in those 2 weeks. I hope not too, because that would not be nice. That's why I'm happy I left myself some signs. These are older. Reset the mining machines. Oil refinery. Upgrade turbine rotors. Finish oil refinery upgrade. Oh, turbine rotors. So maybe we could smelt some stuff while we wait. Upgrade to quad crafting CPUs as well. Do I actually have... Hold on. I want to see if I can actually upgrade. Co-processing unit. Okay, so crafting... Okay. So I do not have a quad one, but we could probably make some right here. Get some recipes. An HV assembler. We can get some of those going. That way we don't have to worry about picking which frickin' processor to use or whatever CPU. That way we're just all good with everything. So HV assembler. That was no circuit with IV circuits. HV assembler. 5 seconds. I can live with 5 seconds for now. But how's everybody been doing? Been a little bit since I've seen you all, other than seen a couple of you yesterday in the Hightail live stream, which I will say the game was astoundingly better than I had actually expected, so I'm quite happy about that. The Drawing Genius. I don't believe I've seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Hello, I am a small drawing channel. Tell me an anime character to draw. So I really don't know too many animes. I don't really watch anything. Hold on a second.
I cast 2 weeks amnesia.
Thank you very much, Darius, for being a member of the channel for 9 months. 2 weeks of amnesia. Oh no. I hope I can remember somehow. The only animes that I even know about, because I don't watch anime, is like Naruto, Dragon Ball, and then Pokemon technically is an anime. But I'd assume you probably would have already, what do you want to call? You would have already drawn Ash Ketchum by now. Then one of those. Now you forgot about Hightail. Only Greg. Yes, now we can forget about Hightail. Which I don't even know if we'll be able to play it today because Porcupine's going to be busy for a bit. And I would like to kind of wait to play that again until he's ready. Okay. Ash, should I do it with Pikachu? Yeah, just do like the basic, you know, I guess I'd call it the most stereotypical Pokemon drawing, I guess, with Ash and Pikachu, since that's what I feel like most people know. Though I've been playing New Horizons a little less now. Oh, I'm chilling. Finished most of my exams last week. Awesome. Glad that you're able to finish up most of those. Though I've been playing New Horizons a little less now. Yeah. Is there anything else that's been taking up your time? I know you've been playing, or you were playing, Path of Exiles quite a bit. Alright, so we got our oil refinery here. Also, we're going to have to be careful eventually once we power this up. We're going to have to get a roof over our heads. Ugh. Alright. This amazingness. Oil tanks. Okay, we have for decoration. Wall for storing... Oh, stuff to be processed. Okay, A2 control area. Fun. Large combustion engines. Looking back at those, I don't know how awesome those are going to be. Thought they were a little bit annoying, but we'll look here. Working with oil. Largest oil drain. Oh, I think these are... No, maybe not. Using all the fractions. Oh, okay, so here's another thing. Continue up some of our quest books. I've been obsessed with Amori for the past couple of weeks. I don't know if I've heard about that game. Not just playing it, but with all the media around it, too. Early ethylene. Oh, I have a feeling that we missed out on a lot of these here. How to generate power. Here. Perfect. Oh, do you hear that engine race? So this is going to be the one we want. Your old and trusty combustion engines don't quite cut it anymore, not to mention they're polluting the place. If you want to keep burning liquids, you need to build a better engine. This multi-block can produce 1 amp of EV voltage by default, and 3 amps if you supply it with oxygen. Oh, this is another reason why I wasn't a huge fan of this one, is because it consumes a ton of oxygen, I think. Maybe. Yeah, you need to supply it with small amounts of lubricant constantly, and oxygen if you want to boost both its efficiency and output. You'll also require 3 input hatches, a muffler, and a dynamo hatch. Your tiers are up to you. Cetane boosted diesel and high octane gasoline are excellent fuel sources for this engine. You will need to keep the area in front of the engine clear so it will pull enough air, not even torches. Yeah, so it's the oxygen and the lubricant that made it a little bit more annoying than the large gas turbines. But honestly, it's not even that bad. There's a bunch of titanium now, honestly, at this point, which is pretty easy for us to get. I guess we don't have to worry about like a turbine rotor and all that, though, so that's kind of nice. This isn't a good solution for the stage. I had them in early IV. Or EV. Yeah. The only reason I was going to have them is that basically they would just burn some of the excess stuff that we're not even going to use, like the diesel and whatever else. Oh, at your point you can make 2 upgraded variants too. Extreme Combustion Engine produces 30,000 EU per tick, and UCFE can do any amount of power. Huh. We need big toys. It's superheated steam. I wonder maybe if I have to build the first one to unlock the other ones. Gas turbine. What is this thing? All your little turbines take up too much space. Are you running out of water? It's time to solve these problems. Large steam turbine. Oh, I don't even care. Or do nukes. Yeah. Well, my main base, I want to do nukes, but I was hoping that I'd be able to produce enough energy out of this guy. Semi-fluid. No, not the semi-fluid. Okay, hold on. Let's fly up here real quick. Yeah. This multi-block can produce 1 amp of EV voltage by default and 3 amps if you supply. So at most, it can only supply 3 amps. However, this power doesn't come for free. You need to supply the machine with small amounts of lubricant constantly and oxygen. Really? So, wow. Boosted produces 6,400. Okay. It's fairly limited. Okay, so yeah, I guess those are kind of useless to us. Otherwise, like, we could set up this area to run off of lower tiered voltage machines. It's just going to be a little bit slower then, though. Ash is done already. Dang. Only Pikachu left. Sounds good. I don't know if you're in our Discord, but you could drop the image in the art section of the Discord if you're interested in sharing it. you have to spam them, which is the UCFE sols. Wait, solid oxide fuel cell Mark II. Oh, duh, here. Okay, here it is. Here's tier 2. Okay. Extreme engine intake casing, robust tungsten steel. Okay, here we go, here we go. The extreme combustion engine is an upgrade to the large combustion engine, the IV version that needs tungsten steel instead of titanium. The structure is essentially the same and is almost a 1-to-1 ratio between the two materials, so this is a good generator when you've accumulated several stacks of tungsten steel. The caveat is that it only accepts high-octane gasoline. This is the last and most powerful type of combustion fluid made from oil, and has the longest processing line of them all. As a reward, it has an excellent 2.5 million EU per bucket, and you can burn it here alongside some liquid oxygen for almost 4 IV amps per tick. 4 IV amps per tick, wow. The liquid oxygen is very important because it greatly boosts the speed of the multi and the fuel efficiency as well. It needs 40 liters per second, so you will need more than one vacuum freezer to supply it. Oh, it takes liquid oxygen. That's gross. Very gross. I don't, yeah, so you need more than one vacuum freezer to supply it continuously. For an ECE that's always running, you will need a double vacuum freezer, one EV and one HV. You can run fewer freezers if you overclock them, if the ECE isn't working all the time, or if you upgrade to the cryogenic freezer. That takes all that disgustingness. So, let me, I guess, get some recipes ready for the combustion engine so that way we can build them, because eventually, I mean, we can't do anything without power, so we'll have to get power here eventually. You would have to make the cryo freezers if you want to make the liquid air cheaper. Cheaper, you say? Liquid oxygen. So you get the vacuum freezer. Just pump oxygen in. That's a plasma cell. So 60 seconds in HV is horrendous. Cryogenic freezer. (220% speed). Okay, so this is just like the basic, but then this is 220% faster. So at 100% is 2 times faster, so it's what, like 400% fast? Or almost 4 times faster? Which I don't understand why it wouldn't like show that for the recipe here, so it'd be like 15 seconds for 1000, right? Done. Awesome. That's actually insanely how quick that you drew that. ECE needs high-octane gasoline, though. I would first make sure you're comfortable making the processing line for it, whether it's even worth it. Yeah, because I remember high-octane gasoline. Let's see how annoying it was. I don't think it was too bad. So you could do a mixer or... What, 2.5 seconds EV. 2.5 seconds EV, 9600, 9600. So it shows the same thing. 22,613. 22,613. So it's all the same amounts. I sent the request. Okay, there you go. Yeah, in the message request. Let's see. Actually, in here. Members, January 19th, that is today, that is about this time. Okay. I'm only approving it because it was about the same time as everything. Because otherwise we get some applications like that they don't fill them out, and then it's just like we assume they're bots. But since you were in here, I know that you're not a bot. Okay, so there we go. But yeah, we do have an art channel if you want to dump that into there. I think it's only 2x, like 100% speed is normal, and 200% is doubled. Well, if it's... See, that's the thing, is like if it's 100% faster, it's twice as fast because you take the same amount and the same amount again. I guess it depends on if it's like 220% of the speed or 220% faster. Okay, the way that this reads, I think you might be right, that it's a little over 2 times faster. Consumes 10 liters of gelid cryothium during operation. Oh boy. I don't even know what the heck that is yet, so we'll have to look into that if we possibly do the cryogenic freezer. Which I don't even know if we can make, actually, at this point. If you want to be really lazy, you could just burn regular diesel or even light fuel or refinery gas, much simpler to get and work fine with single block generators. Truly a possibility. P-Games, how's it going today? So, high-octane gasoline. Toluene, very easy. I mean, we have tons of it already, so that's 1 out of 5 items already off the list. Gasoline. Which takes more toluene and raw gasoline. Okay, raw gasoline is naphtha, refinery gas, and methanol, which are all pretty easy. Just the acetone that kind of sucks. Which we could do propene, benzene, maybe phosphoric acid, and oxygen? Or if we have good means of acetic acid, calcium. It's isopropyl benzene. Yeah, it's literally the same there, so you'd want to use this recipe. Oh, it's just liquid from frost blazes. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Just came back from work. How about you? Not too bad. I just got back from Blazecation yesterday. Supposedly right now there's no work for the week, so I'll have to do some video editing and some streaming to make up for that. Alright, hold on. Let me go into the Discord art section. Oh my gosh. That's actually... Sorry if ugly, only 15 minutes. That is not ugly at all. That is way better than I could draw if I took, like, a couple hours. That is awesome. And some of the other art. Very nice. How long have you been doing art for? See, some of the other ones, I don't really know the animes. I know other people would, but I do not. How do you like it? I would rate it... Let's see, out of 10, I would rate it just a 9 out of 10 because I don't know what perfection is in terms of art. It is very nice. 16, awesome. 2 years, damn. See, even... I guess if I practice enough, or anybody practice enough with anything, you get better, but I always feel like art was always hard for me. Because like I'd have ideas, and then I'd be sad sometimes when they don't like come to fruition, I guess you'd call it, onto the paper. So I started streaming like 5 a.m. my time. Damn. Just give me a shout out later, and now goodbye. Ah, yes. I'll give you a shout out. Even though you just asked for it in the chat. But yeah, thank you very much for everything, and we'll catch you later. Alright, so let's go back into here. Nope, that's not where we want. High octane gasoline. Octane. Well, I guess you get it from distilling some of the fuel. We want lightly hydrocracked. Gross. Nitrous oxide, nitrogen, oxygen. Not really that bad. So toluene, easy. Nitrous oxide, easy. Anti-knock agent. Ethanol and butene. I feel like that's pretty easy. Butene. Naphtha, yeah, we get it from that. So, I mean, ethanol. Really? Okay, ethylene and steam, or distillation tower. That's what we get from our wood vinegar, okay. Or obviously we can get it from other places like ethylene. So really, anti-knock, toluene, nitrous oxide, octane. Really the only hard part is like gasoline, which is only really hard because of acetone. So it's not too bad. Alright, well, I'm going to do some easy stuff first. So I'm going to go back to the base and set up a recipe for a large combustion engine. Let's take a look here. How many spaces do we have open? We have quite a few. Oh my gosh. Oh, PCB factory. It's like plastics. Extreme combustion engine. Alright, extreme combustion engine. Get our recipe. Alright, so we want this, this. Still titanium gearbox casings, which is interesting. So 19 and 8. One, 2. Alright, then just a muffler, some input hatches, 3 it's saying, and a dynamo hatch. Okay, muffler and 3 input hatches. +2, there we go, set. You can insert all 3 fluids into one quad hatch, by the way, so you don't need 3 input fluids. So my question to that is then, is it going to be like the, what do you want to call it? I'm trying to think now. The large gas turbine where I need to moderate the fluid input so that I'm not wasting anything. Like I'm not burning too much gasoline at once. I'm not burning too much liquid oxygen. That's my only concern with. It does consume a flat amount. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. We'll do quad. We're gonna use an IVs now because we're rich enough. So we'll probably need 2 more tungsten steel machine casings then. And then a muffler hatch. Set EV muffler. Hey Art, how's it going? How does that paper work with A2? Seeing it for the first time, what does it do? So it is basically like a placeholder. So that way when I am searching up the machine, the multi-block that I want to craft, I know in my own head that anything with the name and that is a piece of paper, that is going to be the full multi-block that I'm requesting the A2 system to actually craft and then put all of the blocks into this chest. And this chest uses, what is it, an interface on it with a fake crafting card, and then you see all of my other recipes that are there for all of my other multi-blocks. So I don't even know. I have a lot of stuff already that I've crafted during the last couple of streams. I think I have quite a few chemical reactors that I could bring over, some distillery towers. Okay. So we have 8, 1, 21. Change that to 1, 1, 2, 1. So we have muffler, we have controller, we have casings. Dynamo. We want EV dynamo. Buffer dynamo. Or IV dynamo. Oh wait, we're in the wrong thing. IV buffer dynamo hatch. No, that's actually not what I want. IV buff dynamo. We'll put that in there. Good, 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 good. Perfect. That is that. So we put this recipe into here. Get rid of the paper. So now if we want to make the multi-block extreme combustion engine. So we want one. We are missing 126 tungstic acid. And we still need the recipes for the extreme engine intake casing and extreme combustion engine itself. Yeah, how am I missing helium? Where did all my helium go? That's helium, never mind. Yeah. Unless I've been using helium for smelting and I just, because I haven't had this thing set up in a long time. I need an ender chest. I need to set up an ender chest here and then to the farm so that I just have continuously processing tungsten. Ender chest. I don't even remember how to make them. I have to run downstairs here, see if I can make one magically. Oh, I guess you could swap to nitrogen for the time being after smelting. Yeah, it's not a good idea that I actually set that all up to helium without, like, helium being processed. Alright, let me go to sleep real quick. If I finish making the database early today, I will be doing 16 UV Volks and Greg. You are just, like, actually really, really cruising through. I can't believe how much progress you've been making. Very, very proud of you for doing all that, Darius. Oh, okay, so hold on. Ender chest. What do we actually need? Oh, does this show what's actually in my storage as of this time? With this wolf frequency? I don't even know. Dense Enderium plates. Okay. Dense Enderium plates. 10. Thaumium ingots. Okay. Thaumium ingots. Alright, craft away. Knack fuel incoming next week. Are you speaking for you, or are you saying roughly for me? This discount 2. This discount 4. See how we keep those on. Okay, we got our goggles. My wand? For myself, okay. Darius overtook me badly. It's all good though. I mean, you were probably taking a break, doing other things and everything, or taking your time with other stuff. Everyone gets to play at their own pace, which is kind of nice, and then that way, you know, everybody gets to enjoy not being burnt out or doing certain projects that they prefer. I will say though, I am very, very happy with Hytale so far. I feel that if Hytale continues to do well with, like, maybe say future updates and content, that it could actually be a very, very good competitor with Minecraft. I mean, there's maybe a couple things with maybe like UI or just maybe controls of certain things. Like, I do like aiming with bows a little bit differently compared to the way that they do it there, but that's a very minimal thing. And just, yeah, I haven't even gone through all the content yet, but we'll see. I now have 850 hours played. Actually, let me check and see where we're at. I think we're right about the same spot. You might be a little bit further than me. Yeah, 835, and you're already up there. That's insane. Started playing again lately, so going strong with the energy production. Awesome. I have so many energy problems. Yeah, that was me for the longest time. I think until I started getting like the EV, or maybe even the IV dynamo hatches. Why don't you make the electric wand charger or a recharger? Oh, is that where it just basically takes energy to charge the wand? I think because it just takes like a lot of energy, I didn't want to waste a lot of my electric energy. You're 70 hours ahead of me. We had the same amount like a month ago. Damn. What is dirt cheap in energy? I guess I don't really know then why I didn't make it. Okay. Insufficient vis. So what are we missing? 120, 120, 64, 67, 42. Okay, we need a little bit of everything. There's so much junk in my inventory. Alright, well, time to do the fun of punching some mushrooms. Do we not have a watering can over here? And honestly, like the wand recharging here with the nodes, I mean, if I actually had a couple more nodes or a little bit better nodes for Ignis Aqua and Perdicio, it wouldn't be so bad because, I mean, these ones, they all have extra. Well, I guess after like 1 or 2 crafts, they'd be empty, but still. I wonder how many King Slimes have shown up in your playthrough. I feel like I see them very often. I know, right? I feel like they shouldn't be spawning that often, but I kill one, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, an hour later, another one spawns for some weird reason. I've probably killed a couple dozen. No watering can? Actually, I should be good to craft now, at least one. Let's make sure we get a full discount. We do. Alright, we have 1 ender chest. I don't know what combinations I already have. I don't think I have green. I wish there was a way that, like, or a tool that you could have that can scan for all of the used codes that you have for everything. So if I've already done red, 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 or blue, 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 that way I don't accidentally reuse them. Although I guess what I could see is like items being put into it if I accidentally use a code that I already have. What's that huge flag? That is the amazing American flag that I built for the 4th of July last year. So I tried to do some builds. You could see the snowman for Christmas this year. This Christmas tree from 2024. So we had 1,850 subscribers on the channel. Then we had Valentine's Day, 4,288. The channel actually exploded quite a bit. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Then see what else would we get. Oh, I don't have my jetpack on. Yeah, so we had the 4th of July, then we have the snowman all the way back there. I haven't gotten to build something for every holiday, like I forgot Thanksgiving, Halloween, I didn't get anything built. But I do like building things for holidays as just like a bunch of monuments. Yeah, you exploded with the first Gregtech New Horizons teaser video. Yeah, we had like 50,000 views and gained, I think, like 1,500 or 2,000 subscribers just from that one video, which was insane. And then the next following couple were also like a couple hundred here and there. When I tried to kill King Slime and MV, I was waiting for an hour or longer. Probably wasted a few and not even one spawn. Sometimes this is how it goes. You go up to the island and then it's like, oh, well, you don't get it. It's kind of sad. Actually, hold on a minute. Now we need Nether Star plates, emitter, and sensor. Hold on now. Available 1. Okay, another star 1. Just gotta be careful here. Emitter. 1. Ouch. Another nether star. Use. Okay, and then nether star plates. Okay, so we might have to make a couple more nether stars now. Nether star plates. Ew, I know, right? It's disgusting. Is it actually 62,000 views now? Hold on, videos. I have to check now. Yeah, 62,000 views. Wow. That's actually insane. That's awesome. Literally, out of like actual videos, not like shorts, that is easily by far the biggest video we've had on the channel, which is awesome. And then you can see all the other random Terraria things I used to do. Time for the meteor blaze and spam those nether star meteors. See, you keep saying, I don't know, maybe you or like other people saying meteors. Eventually I'm going to make my first one and be like, oh man, I should have been doing this the whole time. But I don't quite want to do that yet. Hold on, let's check our Salus Mundus. See. Salus. 96 Salus Mundus. I don't think it was Salus Mundus that I wanted to make. I think it's... So we have that recipe. Yeah, but we wanted balanced shards. Okay, so we need aqua yet for everything, which sucks. We don't have any aqua shards. Oh wait, water shards. It's good for 2, some magic and everything else. Leave them there for now. Water crystal. Okay. Oh, you're still crafting. Okay, we got our sensor. But yeah, we still need our nether star plates. So... nether star... I have to look back at the recipes to make sure we don't actually mess this up. Alright, to make a nether star we need null catalyst and Salus Mundus. $28 null catalyst. Okay, another star. Oh, we're gonna need quite a bit more. Okay, wow. Dang it. Okay, in order to make another star, once again, go back. Null catalyst to make the null catalyst. Tiny pile of nether star dust. Or the mixer. 9 null catalyst. 18 null catalyst. To craft 9, available 1. So it's going to use the last nether star. I don't want to do that. I want to make nether stars first. Actually, the only thing holding us back is the Salus Mundus, so it's actually not bad. Speaking of Terraria, any idea when another multiplayer session could take place? We could probably easily do it. If the schedule stands, right now, work doesn't have anything going on this week. We should have plenty of time this week then to do so. So, today, obviously I have time for Gregtech. Porcupine has another stream going on at 5 p.m., so there probably won't be any hightail. It is possible we could do Terraria later today, since I don't feel that Porcupine is too interested in that anymore, given how annoying it's been for him with some of the boss fights and everything. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we have to go back and we have to fight the Wall of Flesh again because it glitched out. We beat the Wall of Flesh and yeah, it didn't give us like the actual drops. Kind of sucks. Hey Gabriel, what's going on? Hey Blaze, how's it been? Not too bad. How are you? I use the mixer recipe. It's cheaper, the one with the nether star, dust, and 9L catalyst. I think they're the same cost. Yeah, if I remember correctly too, I would believe that it actually is the same cost. It's just one is like maybe done in one step compared to one being done in a couple steps. At least you can get hard mode weapons now for Wall of Flesh if we really wanted to. Hard mode weapons, oh, maybe from like monster drops and stuff you're saying? That, yeah, because we can't get any of the ores yet because we don't have the hammer or anything, sadly. We're at 896 hours, by the way, mid-ZPM. Very nice. For nether stars. Okay, so it seems that we have a recipe for it. Okay, should macerate everything. I can get some weapons from the wizard, for example. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be nice then. We do a little bit of grinding, get some better weapons, and then... I don't know if there's anything else, armor, we could really get... Oh, I guess maybe, technically... Could farm for wings too, I guess. We did like some harpies, you got like the feather, and then also like some souls of flight. Although, I don't remember if wings cost any of the hard mode ores or not. Also, Banana Sare, how's it going today? Hello Blaze, how's Thaumcraft? Not too bad. We had to craft some nether star plates so we could make another ender chest. Okay, sorry, my girlfriend came into the room for a second. I think she was just looking for the cat. I have to make some nether star plates to make the ender chests, so that way we could also set them up at the farm to finally automate the input of our farm into the ore processing we have there for the tungsten. I don't think we could. Oh, it needs a mithril anvil. Damn. I'm good, thank you. Been busy over the holidays and haven't really gotten back into Gregtech New Horizons since the holidays. Just got into EV and set up a nice A2 net and auto crafting. Kind of procrastinating. I don't blame you one bit. That's kind of how I've been with everything. You know, sometimes you have to do a little bit of procrastinating to make yourself feel maybe a little bit better, or to at least maybe plan a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Let me look for the sensor now. Actually, no, I think we got the sensor, so we need the emitter. Yeah, there it is. But yeah. Let's see here. Nether star plates. Okay, no, we needed the Salus Mundus. Nether star. Craft 5. So we're only using 20% and we're using 80%. Perfect. We'll make an extra one, actually. 6. And we need to wait. Yeah, okay, whatever. Why is it taking so long to macerate those, though? I'll make 5 for now. I'll just start it at 5. So we get some started. My buddy and I are sitting in... I don't know if that's LV or IV. It looks like LV. Finding new things to do and getting all of the LV done in the quest book. Awesome. I really wish I had the chance to play multiplayer in this, which I will eventually. I know I will after I'm done with the single player. But I could only imagine how fun it would be just playing along with your friends, experiencing everything for the first time with them. Like, if you're both blind with the pack, that'd be pretty awesome. We mostly don't have time to play, but when we do, we don't hop off for quite a while. Yeah, which is the best way to do it. Alright, see if we can get another one in here. Merge, yes. Crap. Oh, okay. 594. We should probably go add in some nitrogen as an emergency smelter fluid. I think that's what you would use. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Hold on here. Oxygen, helium. Okay, uses. Yeah, nitrogen is the other one. Nitrogen's better than nothing. There we go. Yeah, we don't want this thing being shut down for too long. It's so crazy how dark it is in this place, too, even with everything else here. I do wish that these coils... Actually... I don't know if they actually emit light to the surrounding area. It'd be cool if they did. Okay, there we go. Maybe a little bit nicer. Oh, I got pollution sickness for being... Okay, I was like, why does it look so funny up here? I got pollution sickness. Perfect. Okay, it's a little bit better. Oh yeah, I don't have my goggles on, that's why. Okay, so we're smelting again there. So that's good. And get out of here. Okay, nether star plates. Want 9. Please stop spamming torches. Eventually it's gonna cause lag, I know. It's dark because you don't have your night vision helmet on, by the way. Yeah. I do like the dark... not the darkness, but just like the way that the lighting looks compared to the constantly bright. Although, I don't even know if I'm ever actually truly going to go back to not having the goggles on all the time. Although it would be nice for some of the builds to actually, like, have proper lighting and everything. Oh yeah, I also still haven't updated past 2.8.1. Is the current version still 2.8.4 that is actually out and released? Since I wasn't blind playing, I was able to show him small tricks, and it was... Okay, it was LV. Okay, yeah, sweet. I don't think they do... Oh, I see now, without shaders anyways. Yeah. So I wanted to update my fuel source to the best in the reactors. And... I believe they don't plan on making 2.8.5. Okay, so they're going to go, yeah, from 2.8.4 straight to 2.8.9, I think. If I remember correctly, next big update will be 2.9. Yeah, once that drops, then for sure I'll be going, because then they're going to have the amazing new multi-block that I'm going to have to get that coats all of the wires with rubber and everything, which that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for that one. It's going to save me a lot of time. My wand... Okay, it's still on the pedestal, I think, isn't it? Yes. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so now I just need a couple dies. So I know we can put some of the stuff away. 2.9 will be quite a... Oh yeah, will be quite a base rebuild, I fear. I'll have to make sure I prepare for it. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. I'm like, okay, I know that we're going to have this machine, or maybe even a couple machines that I should probably like make a space for because I know that I'm going to want to use them. Alright, so we got all that, and then the wand can just stay on the table. That's fine. F7. No, I don't want that one there, so we'll take this out. Can make a small buffer. Yeah, what? Where are all these from? Hold on, that's that. That's that. Okay, out of all the chests that I don't have any of the ones truly with any dyes. Light blue. I swear I don't have light blue anywhere, so I'll just do light blue, light blue, light blue. Oh god. Where was I sending all of that endstone dust? Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah, because I have no idea. Maybe I wasn't sending it anywhere. Hopefully not. That would have been a very scary nightmare. Okay, so that is all set to light blue. Now I can set up my chests and stuff somewhere else. I don't have any glass to fill it in. Okay. So let's go back upstairs now. We finally have a chest for that. Even if we're not getting a lot of titanium, it's the helium that's really going to help us out too with a little bit of smelting and whatever else that we got. So we're going to put this there. Extract. Oh. I'm going to have to set something up to input into there. Item conduit. So what I could do is just make a different color for it. Extract on white. We're not using white for anything. Extract. And then insert white here. It's a little circly, whatever, kind of, but that's fine. That's fine. Conduit upgrades. Conduit, basic item filter, conduit, item filter, upgrade. Where's my speed upgrade for the conduits? Item upgrade. I thought I had upgrades. Conduit, speed. Yeah, item conduit speed upgrade. Gotta have those somewhere. Okay, maybe not. I need to go for now. Bye-bye. We'll see you later, Darius. Thank you very much for jumping in today. I posted in the Discord what the costs are for me to run 32 nukes on the new fuel sources. What do we got here? Oh my gosh. 364 or 384,000. I'd assume that's like uranium. I get depressed. 576,000. What is that? The long tungsten steel rods. 96,000 platinum, I'd assume. Holy crap. 288,000 enriched Naquita dust. I don't even know how bad that is, but I know it's not easy. Oh, that's Tiberium. Okay, and then platinum. I might skip that one for now for the slightly lower one. Damn! That is crazy expensive. I am nowhere near producing any of those numbers of like materials and stuff. Tungstate. What do we got? We got water here. We're fine. Chlorine. Sulfur or hydrochloric acid we're missing. Alright, well I need to go dump out some items into ore proc as well, like very soon. Hydrochloric acid. I don't know if I want to take all 12 million or 4 million. Hold on a minute. I don't want to take all of it. I hope that there's more being produced. 2.004 hydrochloric acid. Sulfuric acid. How does one make sulfuric acid? Oxygen, water, and sulfur. Okay, so that's fine. I honestly... See, I guess this is why I need to get better and actually make designated locations and machines for some of these processes, or at least like label them so I know where something is being processed so I don't actually lose that. Okay, so 2.166 million. So it is being produced somewhere. Acid. So hydrochloric acid is there, 32k. But that's an on-demand request. Where is it passively being made? Huh. I do not know. Did you ever set up passive hydrochloric acid? I assume so. Just because this is going up. 2.2. I know I did it for the plat line, but I don't think I gave access to the main net the hydrochloric acid that's in this. So this is what the subnet can steal from the main net, hydrochloric acid and all of that. Ethylene. Yeah, ethylene's the only thing, the only fluid we could steal back from the subnet. Okay, here's all my A2 stuff, so dump that all in. Save ourselves some inventory room. Any more A2 in my inventory? Does not look like it there. But we can take this with us. Yeah, you have a little bit of smog inside, just a tiny bit. Just makes breathing a little difficult, that's all. So yeah, I must have somewhere hydrochloric acid production. It's just like where? Like that's not hydrochloric acid production. no machines operating here that would be producing it. So let me, I don't have my tank. I need to go grab that real quick. I only know of the HCl inside the plant line. Yeah, like, that's the same thing I know of. I'm like, it's only been 2 weeks. Like, how did I forget everything already? Oh, okay, you know what? I just realized now I can put a storage bus on here. Okay, well, none of these chests is what I want. Storage bus. Boom. Filter. And then we can access that. So how many filters do we have? Or how many channels? 1, 7. So we are actually good to add in one more. So that's actually amazing. So now, extreme combustion engine. So now we have all that. Actually, oh, that'll be tungsten stuff we need to process eventually, but 1.41k, 22 and 64, 13, 20. Okay, so it's not going down. I just assumed it was maybe getting smelted up here. Thorianite. Okay, that's all smelting for that. Maybe somebody logged in and passived your hydrochloric acid somewhere secretly. Yes, I think they did. I guess I'll have to look up and see all of the ways we can make hydrochloric acid, because there's 2.355 million. Yeah, 2,355,000. Hydrochloric acid. Chlorine and hydrogen. Okay, which I thought was here. Sodium persulfate. Oh boy. So that's chlorine. Oh wait, that, yeah, this makes chlorine. Dimethylbenzene. Hydrogen. 2.5 million. Yeah, that just produces hydrogen through there. Did you make diluted hydrochloric acid and distill it? I don't think I did. I honestly don't think I did. Because these are all... Yeah, toluene, phenyl, 1,3-dimethylbenzene, creosote, benzene, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, nitrobenzene. 13 million, that's nice. Shouldn't be made from any of those. That shouldn't really make any of it. Hold on, hydrochloric acid. So, chlorine and hydrogen. Sulfuric acid and salt. I mean, I have that. That would make it the sodium bisulfate, but I think that's a... Hold on. No, we don't have any. So that's kind of an automated recipe, but... Chloromethane, I don't really make that automated. Chlorobenzene. I mean, maybe it's being made from that. Unless also like trichlorosilane here, like hydrochloric acid, silicon solar grade. I don't know if we're making any of that right now. Currently, I think we're trying to get a backlog of chlorine, hydrogen, and raw oil before we definitely progress into MV. When I made the first oil pump, I forgot to cover it, and it blew up. Oh. Yeah, that is not fun to deal with. Oh yeah, we make some from here, but I'm not taking it from there. There's nothing down here for processing either. Coprocessor. Quad processors. Can we make 8? That is not enough propane. So how is Hightail? Honestly, I think it was way better than I expected so far. There obviously, like, as future updates come out, like, it has very high potential with certain things. But so far, it is pretty good. A lot of cool, like, well, I guess I don't want to spoil it too much, but way better than I expected. The only thing is, Porcupine was saying, like, setting up controls and stuff. I think he just did, like, the Steam layout thing was pretty easy, which I know you might not like that, but he said it wasn't too bad, and then that it controls pretty well. But overall, the gameplay, and, you know, I really haven't experienced any bugs, or really too much of anything that I really could complain about. It does look good. My only concern was answered. Yeah, the controller thing. Yeah. Which I feel like they should be able to add controller support fairly easy, and hopefully relatively soon. My only other concern was, is there a villager system? Are there NPCs that we can have to work or anything like that? So yes. So literally, we got lucky in my world. I spawned next to a tree with like these, just call them villagers, and we were able to trade with them right away. And they have a different system than Minecraft, to where I don't know if the same items get refreshed in a couple of days, or that their stock completely changes in a couple of days. I haven't played long enough to notice that. But also, obtaining the currency is a lot easier. Not so easy that it's, like, broken, but it is a lot easier to obtain currency than the stupid emeralds in Minecraft that are either very hard or very broken to get, like if you have farms and stuff. So it's actually worthwhile trading. No. My main concern was, can you dig into the ground? Is it actually like Minecraft? Remember that space Minecraft we played, you couldn't dig like it was all prefabricated. No, you can dig into the ground. You could do basically whatever you want with the world. I didn't like that, and I was worried this is going to be another one of those. That sounds awesome. I'm excited to play. I gotta make some money somehow. Yeah, so you could manipulate the terrain in any way possible. Like, we went into caves yesterday to go mining and everything. You get certain upgrades of tools. I don't want to spoil too much, but maybe, let's say, if you have time later. Ooh, okay, the only other thing that I will also say right now that sucks with it is, in order to play multiplayer, one person has to share a link with somebody else. So, like, me or you would have to share a link with each other, but that said link contains something in it that also has your IP address. Like, they blatantly state it when you're going to share it to play multiplayer, like, only share this with people you trust, because it contains part of your IP address. So there's that, if we were to play multiplayer, that somebody would have to basically take a risk. Yeah, don't spoil. I'm not going to spoil too much. So that was my only other one concern. Until maybe, hopefully, we get lucky with when they add it to Steam, that maybe the multiplayer becomes more seamless and better in terms of, like, Terraria. I don't mind the controller thing. My gripe with it, or with that, is I shouldn't have to use a Steam controller and set up. It's like a business not having a wheelchair ramp. Yeah, exactly. It's a principle thing, but I'll do what I gotta do. To be fair, having someone's IP address isn't that useful. Yeah. I just don't know because I'm not super computer illiterate. So, like, I hear that. I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure. Yeah, maybe somebody could have your IP address and then they can find out exactly where you live. Now, what other information they could grab and steal from you or do to you, I don't know. Salty root. Why do we need salty root? To be honest, I just went through V Rising fully on keyboard and mouse, and yeah, it hurt a little, but the game made it worth it, so I'm down to play. Sounds good. So yeah, maybe, I mean, if we did play, I don't know if you would want to host. I'll have to see what my schedule looks like later on. But maybe, if I have some free time, we'll see what can happen. Maybe a super late Christmas gift or early birthday gift. I just can't get it right now. They released a Spider-Man set in my card game Magic the Gathering, and all my money went to that. And next there, it's releasing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a problem. It's all good. How much does Hytale cost anyway? It's only $20. I say only 20 in terms of, because I am fortunate enough to be in a space where that's not too bad for me. That's why if I do have some time later on, like, I can guarantee that I can play it. That's what I was saying. Might be a late Christmas gift or an early birthday gift for you, Joker. Alright, I needed salt root. That's what I needed. But let me go dump out some of this other stuff over here. Okay, so we dump all that out, dump all that, dump all that, dump all that, boom. Hey, Drew, what's going on? Oh yeah, also they do have other editions, so like there's a $35 or $40 one and like a $60 one for like if you want to support them more. You get a couple extra things in like titles or whatever, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the base edition is $20, which is, I think, pretty dang reasonable for what it is so far. So yeah, I don't know if you want... Oh, yeah, you could also register and make an account for that for Hytale, so that way eventually once you do get the game, then all you have to do is just download the launcher and everything else. I'd certainly appreciate that, but I can wait if you want. I'm supposed to have a birthday dinner for my aunt later, and then I already told Jester... Oh, we'd play more Predator Hunting Grounds later today. Sounds good. I don't know what he thinks of Hytale. I'm sure he'd be down to try it. Yeah. So if you have all that planned today, then maybe if you had some free time tomorrow, whenever, or something like that, we'll kind of go by ear. I guess I do have also... I'll play Terraria later today then. But then also the game that Jester got me that I'll have to try out. And then also Minecraft Dungeons that I have to continue playing. Definitely free tomorrow. Just been chilling and my grandma's put in 40 hours in the last 2 days of Terraria. Damn. You're not working this week. No. I mean, it's kind of, like, I kind of wanted to have maybe a little bit of work. Maybe, we'll see. Unless, you know, everything happens for a reason, that we get lucky with YouTube doing pretty good. We'll see. But yeah, no, as of now, I texted them. Obviously no work today, and then they said nothing yet for this week, so that can always change. Like, I can get called the morning of to go in, or, you know, told the day before, they're like, oh yeah, tomorrow you gotta go here now. As of now, nothing. What's the game that Jester got you? I had to go back into Steam since it's been a little over a week. It kind of reminded me of... Hold on now. It reminded me of Grounded in the sense that you're, like, shrunken down. Once later today, by the way, approximately... I'll say maybe like 2 or 3 hours from now, roughly. Super World. So if I go to the store page, Super World, oop, that's not the store page. Okay, don't play the trailer. Be tiny in a handcrafted toy world, explore, solve puzzles, ignore the main quest, get out of bounds, find secret areas, convict murderers, hunt for powerful new abilities to unravel this vast interconnected world, and don't forget to save the princess. So, it's just like a lot of random stuff, but like, you're shrunken down in a little toy world with like a bunch of puzzles and other stuff going on, and I guess there's like NPCs and whatnot too around. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy looking, and I'm very excited for it. Kind of like a puzzle game that's also open world and shrunken down, almost like Grounded. But it is not crafting survival that I know of. No, not Small Land. Supra Land. I haven't heard of that one. What's it called? Supra. S-U-P-R-A Land. Sounds good. I prefer to slay the princess, personally. Just take her out. If I'm home when you play Dungeons, I'm down to join. Sounds good. I probably won't be playing Dungeons today, but definitely is a possibility this week. Alright. I completely forgot what we were doing, so let me go get some salt root actually too. Oh yeah, it's also like a single player game too, sadly. But it should be pretty good. Do you think I'd enjoy Dungeons? I honestly think you would enjoy it. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's automatically. I don't know if you have like Xbox controller. I think you do have Xbox controller. I don't remember you saying that you used to play PlayStation or anything. But Porcupine prefers playing it on controller, and he plays with like a rip-off like PlayStation or Xbox controller. I think they honestly prefer you to have it. I'm not really sure. But yes, I know it's a Dungeons game, and I don't think I remember you saying that you really didn't care for Dungeons games too much, but I honestly enjoy it, and I'm not a huge Dungeons fan, so I think you would probably enjoy it as well. And Dungeons, I think we were able to find on sale for only like 15, 20 bucks. Not even that, somewhere. Bone, I don't really care for the bone, but I guess I'll put that in my inventory. Okay, so we got the salt root now. Quad processor. Make 8 of those bad boys. Still missing propene and Nord chips. Tell me how I have two new controllers, and they each have stick drift in opposite direction, forward and backward. Ooh. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's just like controllers nowadays are being made with just cheaper components. But I've heard things of like, if people really wanted to, they could disassemble their controller or even have it sent in somewhere and have like the analog sticks and whatnot replaced with like top tier ones that actually will last and not get stick drift, supposedly. Which would be something I would probably look into myself if I ever had. Which, I don't know if it's just because I haven't noticed, but I truly haven't noticed any problems with my PlayStation controllers. I have 2 of them. Maybe I have. I don't know. It's been a while since I really played along with them. But I've had them for a while, and I've dropped them quite often, and nothing yet. I think they are. It's definitely worse. I'm starting to try to get back into keyboard and mouse, but it does suck. It hurts my back leaning forward all the time. I wonder if it would be... Well, I know you probably have, like, even using, like, the mouse and everything, like, I have it, where I don't know if it's like arthritis or something to like the wrists start to get sore and everything after a while. But if you had maybe like a nice little I don't even know what you would call it, something that kind of goes over the chair where you could like lean back and still have like a nice rest for the keyboard and mouse. A better chair or a different setup in general, yeah. That's why I felt bad for Porcupine, because I tried to make a good setup for him, because he was over here cat-sitting for the week. And obviously he has stuff going on with his tailbone, so I kind of rearranged all the furniture as best as I could to make it work for him, and even then it was still kind of rough. Alright, so we need propene, and we still need Nord chips. I don't even know how we make Nord chips. Okay, NOR chip. We need NOR memory chip wafers. Ender Eye and Ender Pearl lens. Do we have the laser engraver in here? I don't think so. So maybe let's get the multi-block laser engraver. Hyper intensity. Laser engraver, okay. Finally, Heil, my beloved. Yeah, I cannot wait to get this thing. It's gonna be so nice. I hate the laser engraving in the clean room. It's so slow and everything. 56 laser containment casings. Oof. Man. Oh boy. Okay, so we got one. Oh, this is the wrong thing. I also love how I was on vacation. It was like a nice 80 to 90 degrees like every day, and then I come back and it's like negative 20. At least with like the wind chills and everything or something like that. Like absolutely freezing. Like go to like 100-degree swing. It feels pretty dang cold. You can probably afford to wait to only run like 36 since you will run. Oh, that's right. So many input buses. Yeah, so you say at least take out 2, that's 5 across, so at least take out 10, so that's 46. Or say 15 down at the bottom. I don't know if I need that many, but we'll just say 15 we could take out. So what does that do? 51, 41? 41. And then 15 input buses. Yeah, we'll need input buses. HV? Yeah, it'll be fine. We might need some extra stuff afterwards, but that's fine. Laser... Oh. Hold on. Energy hatch. Yeah, laser source hatch. Energy extracting terminal. Diamond lens emitter. Ouch. Okay, so this is where the laser comes from. And this is where the laser shoots into. Okay. I guess that even if we don't really do much today, if we just build a bunch of recipes to kind of figure out where we're going to go to, this is also good. Yeah, you can only make the 256 IV right now. The laser source determines number of parallels and what recipes it could run. Oh, okay. I have wrist support and I do have a thing I could put over my lap, but then my legs are squished and my circulation starts getting cut off after a while. There's no good situation. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, like, if there was, like, a table that somehow, like, was custom made or just, like, big enough, it, like, either swing over, even though, like, one side of it would then kind of be tippy, you know, that wouldn't be nice, but have one thing that completely goes over the chair, and then it's, like, kind of like a desk that goes over the chair. That'd be kind of nice. There's no good situation. Yeah, sorry, I had to step away. Did I miss anything? Not that I know of. I use this piece of wood that I have. It's all good, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you ever seen like a TV dinner stand, like when people, that was like a big thing back in America. Like they had the stands that you put out in front of the chair. Those suck. But if there was something different that went around and over the chair, that would be kind of nice. Oh yeah, we got that now. Okay, so go back. Borosilicate glass. Energy hatches, maintenance hatches. Boom. 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 So you got the controller. Oh, output bus. Output me. Hello? Why do I not see it? Why am I blind? Oh, here. Output bus, me. We have the input bus, output bus. We shouldn't need anything, no fluids. No, none of our recipes that we have. Oh, tungsten steel frame box, 9. Perfect. Don't forget input hatch. Yep, we have all these input buses here since we're doing recipes on demand. Well, you don't need it now, but you will need it in the future. I'll worry about adding in the fluid stuff later once I actually start getting them, or I'll just make them by hand. Okay, so we have laser engraver. Okay, so now we need a bunch of other recipes. Hyper intensity laser engraver, laser things, casings, whatever. Okay, that is the only way to make it. They probably need an advanced precision laser engraver, which we do not have a recipe for. Okay, so that's good. It's actually not too bad. So we got all of that. Chemical bath. Reinforced stone with haste alloy X. An IV chemical bath. Kind of silly, but whatever. Where are all these? A2. Let's see. Hatch, not a bus. Yeah, for fluids. For Nitinol 60, make sure you do it through the ABS. It is horribly slow otherwise. A molten fluid extractor. Yeah, I'm just seeing here if I were to... I'm not doing it this way, I'm just curious. Haste alloy. Oh, you can. You can smelt it here. Yeah, 37.5 TPV, HV. Or you could literally make 7200 in 30 seconds with HV. Which I don't think I have a haste alloy X recipe yet, do I? I do not. No haste alloy X recipe. Circuit 6, silicon. Stellite. Okay, so EV fluid solidifiers. Nice. Molten haste alloy X. Circuit 6. 5, 1, 2, and 4. Ouch. What was that for? Circuit 6 there. Hold on. Molten haste alloy. That takes way more than that. Okay, hold on a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Molten ink alloy. $903? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is there... So I could put it here. Grizium and Eglin steel. Oh, that's why, because the Grizium. So I could put it here. Yeah, what do you mean that should work fine? I was a little confused. It's item inputs, not fluid. Yeah, I was wondering... Oh yeah, they'll just get dumped into here. Duh. Okay. Yep, all the items should go into number 6 there. So that should be fine, then they'll output. So we got that. Okay. Okay. So we have everything here. Actually, let's see if we can get our chem bath. Advanced chem bath. Craft 1. So then that's going to help us get our laser resistant plate, but we still need reinforced stone, which is also another chem bath recipe, which is fine, but... Reinforced, yeah, we don't have stone, that's fine. Should have everything for that. Assembler, LV, 2.5 seconds. No circuit. HP assembler, no circuit. That can go right there. Honestly, let's put it into EV, be a little faster. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have one. I know it could go into any of these, but... No circuit, EV circuit 1. That's fine. We'll just leave it there. Okay, so laser engraver. What do we need? Actually, not even that. Hello? HI laser. How do I spell engraver? Why do I spell engraver with an I? Okay, I guess I don't know how to spell. Laser engraver. There we go. It's going to be waiting on Nitinol 60 from the ABS anyway. No need to put it into a higher tier assembler. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so the Nitinol 60 that you're talking about. Ah, the frame boxes. Okay. Laser engraver. Missing distilled... How? How are we missing distilled water? We should have plenty of distilled water. Who's consuming all the distilled water? Literally making 150,000. I guess you're probably consuming a lot. Input hatch. Oh wow. I guess the distillery here is actually struggling to keep up. Which should be an easy fix. I just add in another energy hatch. What is this? 1 amp of EV, 1920. It's actually using all of it. Or just about all of it. Hello, Blaze. I drank it all. I was thirsty. Meme, I want my water back. Give it back. Too many toddlers with humidifiers. Yeah, right? Probably the nitrobenzene. Yeah, exactly the nitrobenzene. So I'm surprised we're actually consuming that much distilled water. Oh yeah, that's the outputs, right? What else does it make that we have to... Uses. Distilled water, or just... Nope. Distillation tower. Why is it too tall? That makes 0 sense. Or why is there an up? I don't even know. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. The things that I am doing, I will never understand. Yeah, literally distillation tower. I could make it like 1 shorter. Oh, too tall is minimum. Okay, that's why. Oh, you haven't paid me this month yet. I'm I'm gonna take the water. Okay. Yeah, Ingalls doesn't get paid. We don't pay Ingalls. Meme is the only paid employee here. Guess I should go on strike. You can go on strike all you want. It's not gonna change a thing. Oh wait, I guess I did forget that Panda gets paid in compliments, so... Alright, EV energy hatches. There we go. Now to see... Are we going to have enough energy outputted here, though? So this will output 16 amps. So that's 4, 5... If we upgrade this, this will be 9, 10. That would be 14. Oh, 18, 19. And right now, minus 3 would be 16. But I know all of these aren't running at the same time. Like, say this one's not running, that one's not running. So we could afford it. EV Super. Okay, that's the base wire. Where's all my other wires? Did I leave them all over in the chest that I just left over here? Okay. Oh. That hurt my ankles. Centrifuge still going strong. All the tungstate. Why are you not operating? Oh, you're full. Okay, upgrade. So 4,096 stack limit. There we go. Now we're operational. Stack limit 2048. Nowhere near. Rare earth. Sand. We got a lot of sand there. Ice. Lots of processing going on. Hey, my EV superconductors. .4 is 16. Damn it. Okay, hold on. We're just going to move the reservoir hatch. Energy hatch. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that should be up and ready. 6.4 seconds, 32K. Let's go. No valid recipe. Well, you're about to be valid now. It's actually crazy. 74, and it is a little bit discounted, just a little bit, thankfully. 32K every 6.4 seconds. At least that was a nice, easy upgrade. Okay. Laser engraver. Nitinol 60 frame boxes. Assembler circuit 4 IV. IV assembler, circuit 4, perfect. Boom. Actually, no, not perfect. Boom. How long does those take? 3 seconds. Okay, that's not bad, but still not the greatest. So I need nitinol rods, extruder, IV extruder. Ooh. Actually, do we even have... Yeah, we have IV power here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Nitinol 60 ingots. It's alright. Just trying to see if the kitty's gonna come in here. Oh, here she comes. Hello, kitty cat. How are you doing today? Alright, ingots. Yes. Give me the ingot, fluid solidifier recipe. Boom, boom. Fluid solidifier. There's that now. And now I think I still need the molten nitinol, or nitinol 60 recipe. Titanium and nickel. Not even that bad, honestly. Circuit 2. IV power. ABS circuit 2. Perfect. Nitinol 60 plates. For what? Oh, I see. Bending machine, circuit 1. Now, is that also IV? It is IV power. Bending machine, IV. Yeah, we are going to have to upgrade that. maintenance hatch. Make sure there's no crafting going on. There is not. So we're gonna have to upgrade this as well. I hate those sounds. Stop it. Alright, well, that's also going to consume more power. So if we have problems later on, we'll find out. IV Solidifier. Oof, you can check how bad Nightingale 60 is without ABS. Nightingale 60, 3.6 seconds to cool. Oh my gosh. HSSS and IV power. I mean, 60 seconds, it's almost 6 minutes per ingot. Oh my gosh. I guess it because they don't want you to get this too easily without the ABS. Mixing is 2.4 seconds. That is terrible. Uh, 720. So you get 5 ingots in 75 seconds here. 5 ingots in 75 seconds, and then also while solidifying. Yeah, we need IV fluid solidifier. That's pretty gross. 1.6 seconds each. So that's going to be fluid solidifier. Dumb. ABS is about 20 times faster than regular smelting. Yeah, so it's a very big reason to have it, well, going through this than regular smelting. Save a lot of time. IV fluid solidifier. Let's see. IV fluid. Nope. IV chem bath. Add that in. Alright, so we want chem bath. Get a dual interface on that. Okay, chem bath. We want the recipe for laser resistant plate. Chem bath. Haste alloy, reinforced stone. Perfect. So, reinforced stone, we can get a recipe for that. Chem bath, wet concrete, steel frame box. That's an easy one. We want a recipe for fluid solidifier, IV fluid solidifier. Make one of those. Hey, how's it going, Casper? Hi, Blaze. Want to hear something that made me very pleased the other day? What happened? Okay, so you get to go here. Fluid solidifier. We do need another mold, ingot mold. Okay, good. I have more. Okay, fluid solidifier. So I'm going to watch that for a second. I'm going to go to the bathroom and maybe grab another drink. I managed to get my mod's energy network working. Now you say my mods. Like, you're making a mod, right? Energy network working. Or are you talking about a mod that you're playing? But congrats on finally getting that. How long did it take you actually, like, from start to finish, kind of, to get your energy network to work? I'll be right back, though. I gotta run to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. Let's see. Yes, I am making a mod. 3 months of weekend work. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, just a weekend work. That is awesome, though, that you finally was able to like, actually like get that. Weren't you making an RPG-esque mod, or was that something else? I guess that would still make sense. Yeah, energy. Actually, no, not energy. I was thinking of like stamina energy for a second. I was like, what? But that is kudos to anybody, especially like you as well, Casper, to like who does anything with like modding or what do you want to say, like programming or coding, because that just seems like a huge headache to deal with. I mean, getting the end results of like something actually working that you actually can mess around with is nice, and especially when it works the way that you want it to is amazing. But that just seems like it'd be a huge headache. Me, no, I'm a tech mod purist, yeah. Props to modders, heck yeah. If it wasn't for modders, I feel like gaming would probably be insanely more boring, and I don't know, there wouldn't be a lot of people, well, you would still have your games, but you'd be limited to what you could do, and that's not fun. Like, Minecraft would not be as big as it is now if there wasn't, like, mods or modding. Oof. Are we still... Oh, actually, we're not even smelting... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I think I might, I was smelting a bunch of HSSG coils. No, we already got HSSG there. Why am I making more coils? Oh, I think it was for the Mega Oil Cracker in case we were making that. Okay. Coding in general isn't that bad. It's just another form of problem solving. Okay. One, two, three. Alright, I was gonna leave that for now, so that way it's smelting some. Then I come back to it and we can get some more upgraded turbines for some better power. What else do we got here? Laser. So now we're missing wet concrete production. Nitinol 60 ingots, which isn't bad. So eventually we're going to be down to NOR memory chips and propene once again. Excuse me. IV fluid solidifier. Go downstairs. It was a huge headache because I'm inexperienced at programming large projects. And I'm in... Oh, and in graph theory. I made a rather complex algorithm that tracks when cables are updated and how that changes the net. I could only imagine what that even, like, remotely looks like. But kudos to you for, like, getting that all together. Man. I think my brain would fry, like... Well, just seeing stuff right now. Obviously, if I started from the beginning, taking the baby steps, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but... I always hear, like, people talking about that stuff like you are right now, and it's like, I could not imagine. Graph theory is super cool. Probably my favorite math branch aside from linear algebra. What is graph theory? I guess I should probably rename these if I can. Let's see, IV Chem Bath. What is this? IV Fluid Solidifier. Boom, perfect. Graphs are basically items or points that are connected via some relationships. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Hold on, I'm going to upgrade this recipe. Since the minimum recipe is like 5 from there, so I'm going to upgrade this to times 5 here. 5 times... That's 5. That way it all gets used up and it's not being stored forever. Alright, so we got that. A lot of problems can be reduced to a graph, and then you can use many very powerful graph algorithms to solve them. Could have been infinitely easier if I just searched for machines per machine and remember the results. Well, too late. Well, that is awesome, though, to hear, though. I am very happy for you, Casper, and that you were able to get that all worked out. And I wish you the continued best of luck through your, you know, your mod pack development, or your mod. Chroming. Oh yeah, we're gonna leave that there. Laser. Look back again. So now we finally have the ingots. The laser source hatch we'll work on next, I guess. Laser source hatch. Energy extracting terminal. Yeah, throughput 2 million EU per tick. So this can use up to 256 amps. It doesn't actually consume that many. Well, no, there's no way, because then I would not be able to use this right now, because 256 IV amps. I don't even know how many LEV amps that is. I mean, we're not nowhere near making 256 IV amps. But I assume we're fine. IV assembler circuit 1. Yeah, for the Heil, the cube root of the amperage determines the number of parallels. Oh yeah, that's what you were saying before, if I had actually listened. Laser source hatch determines maximum recipe tier. Okay, so we can make IV tier recipes and parallels. Recipe tier and overclocks limited to laser source tier +1. Wait, recipe tier and overclocks limited to laser source +1. Wait a minute. So since we have IV, we can actually make like LEV recipes then, since it's +1, or am I misunderstanding that? With UEV laser source, 1 multi-amp energy hatch is allowed instead of regular hatches. Parallels equal to the cube root. Oh yeah, okay, parallels equal to the cube root of laser source amperage input. Oh wow, yeah. I was thinking, I was like square root. I'm like square root. I'm like 64. You'd have 8, but that's not the case. It's the cube root. So to have two parallels, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So what is 8? 8 times 8 is 64, times 8 is what, 250? No. 8 times 64 is 512, isn't it? $256. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we can't go up above that. Yeah, 256. So you could have a max of 6 parallels, because 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 36 is 256, because 180 and then another. Wait. 6 times 30 is 180. And then 6. That'd be 216, no? I gotta pull out a calculator now, just because my math brain is curious. Then maybe you've heard about the graph contraction problem and know how much of a mess that could be, or that can make if done poorly. Blaze, maybe someday you'll be able to play with my mod. That would be awesome. Cube root of 256. Oh, is 6.3, so it does round down. Okay. Yeah, 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, it's 216. Okay, that makes a bit more sense, because I'm like, I don't think 256 is a perfect cube. Okay. That makes a bit more sense then. Bum 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 bum. So yeah, 6 parallels. Not bad. Okay. We got all that. Laser source hatch. No, not that. I want that. So, tungsten steel wire. 1x tungsten steel wire. I wonder if I even use tungsten steel wire for much else. One X tungsten steel wire to the wire mill here. 5 seconds is 2. Uses, wire mill, whatever, I'll just do 16. Meisel. Okay, so we'll do this. Recipes should be here. Wire mill. Boom. 16x. And then to make a 1x. All my wires. Okay, so you're there, and then I can just go put this into the wire mill. 16x, 16. Yes. Tungsten steel. There it is. So now, all we're missing is some wet concrete. Wet concrete. Hello? Why are you being like this game? Molten concrete. Ah, yes, molten concrete. Okay, so wet concrete, circuit 2 with some water, which I don't know if this mixer even has. Also, you need at least IV glass, since glass tier limits the laser source tier. Okay. Have you seen the video by Veritasium about clean rooms and machines IRL that make microchips and other Greggy stuff? I actually seen... I didn't watch the entire thing, but I actually did watch some of it. And it is crazy, just thinking about like how in real life that we're actually able... I mean, the fact that we could do anything in video games, right? We could make anything happen. We could go to Mars, you know, via actually like taking a rocket all the way there and us land on it. I know we can send rovers and stuff. We can travel all the way to Jupiter. We can mine entire planets and galaxies. But the fact that we can actually like make microchips the way that we do in real life is just absolutely nuts. Like, humans in general are just insanely fascinating how smart we are when we work together. And we're just given a lot of time. Oh yeah, we're gonna go look for water over here. This should have a water hatch on it. It does. So it already has the water. So if we did circuit 2, we should really be able to actually make the wet concrete. And that'll have a fluid output, which we do have. So cool. That $400 million machine is absolutely insane. Well, the fact that people can, yeah, let alone make machines to mass produce, you know, super high quality chips like that. Oh, here we go. Wet concrete, mixer, circuit 2, we don't care for the water. Wet concrete, mix 2. Multi-block mixer, multi-block mixer. Although I don't think we have a storage cell, so fluid cell. Shouldn't have that much wet concrete. Yeah, that moment when you learn prices of precision equipment, easily in the millions. Or even if you get like the full assembly, like the entire line of that machine from like start to finish, probably easily a couple billion. Okay. We're just waiting on this fluid cell so we get our concrete store away. Not too bad. Actually, maybe we'll end in 7 minutes here. That way we could maybe take a little bit of a break, or just try and figure out if we're going to stream Terraria right away, or if we're going to have that little 1 or 2 hour gap. During the research phase of that energy net thing, I actually looked at how A2 and Ender IO does it. So now you say how you looked at it. Did you kind of look into the code of it, or did you just kind of look, well, I guess, actually that is the nice thing about the internet, is you could see other people breaking down kind of how that works. Hello again. I finished that boring project I had. Very nice, Darius. Congrats on finishing that project. We kind of stepped away from the oil processing outside. We started coming in and actually setting up, what do you want to say, recipes for some of the multi-blocks. So we're actually pretty close to being able to make the laser engraver. We're going to get stuck behind the NOR chips and the propene, but that's fine. Even if I set up just a small single block somewhere for just this NOR chip, I mean, it'll be alright until we get the multi-block going. Yes, I did look into the code of it manually. Nice. And that's a good thing. Like, that is like a good like problem-solving method. Like you say, even like people. I mean, we look at birds and we like, okay, but this is how a bird is able to fly. They have their wings, and that obviously must create lift. And here we are, I don't know how many years later from the first airplane, but we're basically able to have just a bus flying in the sky with hundreds of people constantly, and all we did was basically just try to mimic our environment, just like seeing the birds. It's obviously taking code from something else, or not taking code, but kind of looking at that to compare is amazing. Yeah, while I can't copy their code without permission, I can legally look at how it works by any means. Exactly. NOR memory chips. So let me look at the NOR memory chips again, because we are needing them constantly for stuff now. So Ender Eye lens. Do I not have laser engravers in there for that? Laser. So give me an EV laser engraver. I will add one with Ender Eye lens. I will get a recipe, P2P tunnel me interface. I guess, yeah, I don't know, like, weird licensing things, like maybe certain licenses you could copy things like that. Oh, no, that's HV, okay. EV laser engraver, why you take so long? Black steel. Maybe I should make a bunch of black steel after this. Black steel. 256. Easy. Okay, start. Even though it's not really anything. Ender IO is under a GPTL version. AE, I'd have to check. Laser engraver, I should just need a regular interface. This will be nice to get the NOR chips out of the way. Laser, still waiting. Okay, why are we waiting now? Oh. Oh god. 100% efficiency, so why are we having problems here? Who doesn't want to craft? Logic circuits, you're doing all that. Not enough ingredients. Well, obviously, not enough. Not enough ingredients, not enough ingredients. Who's cutting wires? Scheduled, stainless. Yeah, you have all that schedule. Why are we not moving? AE is GNU. Lesser. Oh. General. Lesser. Or lesser general public license. It's on their GitHub. Anyway, gotta go to work on it some more. Good luck. Well, thank you very much, Casper, and good luck to you continuing on with your mod. And I wish you the best of luck with that. Okay. As I will need the luck to try and figure out why my system is not working. Not enough ingredients, not enough ingredients, not enough, not enough. Blocking mode. Oh, we're waiting to make stainless, so then that's probably blocking everything else here. Blocking mode, okay, that's probably why, because we're smelting all this other garbage. Alright, there we go. This will probably help us quite a bit. Okay, we also got to change the music too. It's no bueno. What? Why do I have fluid export buses in there? Has problems. Not good. Where's our tape? Tape me up. Okay, we don't have tape. Interesting. Okay. Blaze. You were just working. It should be down here, no? Let me out. Okay, where was I just working? How is this going, by the way? Oh, it's empty, actually. 298,000, so eventually I could bring that other chest over, fill this system up again. I wasn't working on any machines over here. Oh yeah, right here. Tape! Yeah, eventually I'm gonna also have to, like, pretty soon have to get some bots or something that 6,600. Oh, that's stainless steel, that's why. That's 5,900. But yeah, get some robots running around that actually can take care of my maintenance issues, because I hate wasting energy because of maintenance. Running fine. Running fine. Quick maintenance check. Okay, everything else up there seems fine. Fine. Okay. Everything here seems okay. Fine, and fine. Maybe I should start making my nitinol right now. Nitinol. We make 5 at a time, so I'll make 60 ingots. Start. Might as well, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It takes IV power. Ooh. Turn that off then. Okay, well, what are we outputting here? Oh. 1, 2. Okay, so we output 16. We got 1, 2. That would be 6. Then we have 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16. We actually could get away with doing that, I think, without having too many problems. Alloy blast smelter. Oh, good. Oh, we don't have any space for this to upgrade it. Unless... Can we make an IV energy hatch yet? IV energy hatch. Oh, okay, the only thing gross about that, though, is then we have to get another transformer. Yeah. IV energy hatch. Alright, well, let's craft one. Gross. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? That's how it is sometimes. Also, let's see, turbine. That's vibrant alloy, Viroxes. Can I make 10? Missing 280, so I can make maybe 5. I can. Gotta smell some tungsten steel. Oh no, I have tungsten steel already. Perfect. So I could upgrade 5 more turbines now. So we'll get one whole thing upgraded. That one's already good. And then we'll have... Okay, so I'll have 2.5 upgraded to the Viroxes turbine blades, which now produce 16,000 compared to 7,000. So literally over double the power output. Okay, so IV energy. Oh, good. Are we going to be waiting? Okay, we got our black steel. Okay, it's crafting an HPIC wafer. Good. Good. And then the nitinol is currently waiting. What do we have for transformers, actually? I'm going to have to go grab all those now. Transformers. Okay, nothing up there, nothing there. They're all back this way. Okay, nothing here. Where did I put those? Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Transformer. So we want 16 EV. Or not even that. We only need 4 EV to 1 IV. So, okay, this will do 4. We want a basic one. We could use whatever, but... Okay, IV. 1 amp to 4. 4 to 1. Perfect. Boom. Okay, so we can go back upstairs. Also, welcome to the stream to everybody else. I see we have 12 amazing people. If there's anybody new, I want to say welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so we have all of our stuff. We're going to need our transformer here. IV energy hatch. Boom. Okay, so we have that. Disconnect. So IV energy hatch. So now this is step down IV to EV. We want step up. Okay, step up. So this is an input of EV, and the rest are outputs IV. I guess we only have one input. Hold on. There we go. So these are all inputs, and then outputs on the opposite side. So we do this. Oop. Don't want to do that. Perfect. So now we have IV power. Turn this on. Beautiful. 75 seconds later. But it is now operational, and all of our other recipes are now increased in speed, so that's kind of cool. Although we're going to consume so much more power, but it's fine. Got to do what you got to do, right? 88,000. So also turbines. We got 4 of these bad boys now. So let's do this. Clean out some of our inventory. I have to also upgrade the... Yep, that's all set to 9. So swap this out. -9. Swap this out. -9. -9. And then -9. Sweet. So we have one large gas turbine that has literally over doubled its power output now. So that is going to be cooking. Lunetra, is that how you say it? Hello. Whoop whoop. You know, it's funny you say that now. Like, anytime I hear somebody say, whoop, I think of the middle, because just been watching it recently, and I forgot. Oh, yeah, Brick, the youngest kid, he just said, whoop, because he has, I don't know what it is, like ADHD or like some nervous tics, or yeah, I think they're tics. He just does that every now and then. Also, like, whispers, like, random words to himself all the time. What's going on, Yummy? How you doing? Alright, beautiful. To increase EU production with the Viroxy's turbine rotors. And then obviously we'll have to upgrade these again to something else, but at least this is a large step into the right direction. Okay, so I got that. And also -9. Boom. Perfect timing on that too. So I can't wait to see actually like how much power we're going to be inputting. Like, we struggled to make like 60 to 80,000 EU per tick. I don't even know, not even like a month ago, and now we're probably going to be close to maybe 200,000. Yeah, you did trade some efficiency for that though, so I wonder if you will sustain nitrobenzene. I do worry about that a little bit, But we shall see. Because yeah, I did do the calculator, but still, even with the calculator, there is going to be efficiency loss. We do have 17 million nitrobenzene. Not enough fluid output space. Okay, perfect. So the distillation tower has finally caught up. HV machine casings. Chem plant. Hold on. Chem plant. I forgot what the machine casings do, but I could upgrade the machine casings. Okay, plant tier is determined by casing tier. So I could upgrade the energy hatches. I think they're HV right now. Yeah, HV energy hatches. So I can upgrade these to HV. I could upgrade to 2 IV or 2 EV. How many amps do we have running through this anyways? So I'm not even going to count that one right now. This goes all the way down. So we got 4. This outputs... Well, it takes in 2, so we'll just say 6. Another 4 is 10. Another 4 is 14, 15. And then this would be up to 19 if everything's running at the same time, which it's not. So cut those off at 17. These don't run all the time. That's not running all the time. Although it is a bit of a risk. Machine casings. Porcupine, I'm back from my appointment. Welcome back. I was planning on probably playing some Terraria. I don't know if you're interested in joining that. I know it's been kind of rough the last couple times with that. Oh yeah, let's look at our energy input now. Hey, look at that. We finally surpassed the 200,000 EU per tick energy output milestone. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I was probably going to play that. And then tomorrow, Joker said he would be free, so we'd be able to play that along with him again. Although I would probably jump into his server. Neutral, thank you very much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. How's nitrobenzene doing? We were at 17 million before. Let's see now. 17.2, 17.15, 17.17. So I think it is obviously in the net negatives if it's constantly running. But we'll see. Because if it shuts off, and then if it builds up to like 20 million, runs, shuts off at 18, and slowly builds up that way, we should be alright. Yeah, because we're at 200,000 EU per tick in. That should charge up pretty quickly. Actually, that's the last 5 seconds, so it's not really per tick. Time to full, 28 minutes. It's actually crazy that it's that. Well, I guess you have to subtract the difference. 20-something minutes. Because everything else is operating. I honestly feel like that'll last plenty long enough, though. Oh, it is per tick. Average lasts across the 5 seconds. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. Perfect. Okay. So yours is still smelting. As any of my other crafts, yes, my other crafts actually have gone through. So we'll go downstairs. Oh. Automatic output, there we go. So there's that. Okay. What else was I waiting on? I don't remember what else I was crafting. Oh yeah, there was a laser engraver to set up. Boom. Boom. So Blaze, if we do hop on Terraria today, will we just refight the Wall of Flesh since nobody got anything last time? Yeah, we could try right away. We could give it like 2 or 3 shots of fighting the Wall of Flesh, and if that doesn't work, like Andre was saying, we could just try and grind up some other weapons that don't require some crafting to get. Alright, so no matter what, we'll say 14 minutes, we'll end the stream then, and then we could try doing Terraria right away. So I'm not sure how long we'll have. Laser engraver. EV. EV power. Nice. Oh yeah, we also made interfaces. We made 10 of them. Item auto output. Boom. Input from output side is allowed. Okay, so then we can rename this one. Laser engraver, Ender Eye lens. EV laser engraver. Clean room. Ender Eye lens. So we want the NOR chip. Ender Eye. Uses. We want, I think, just that. Oh no. What recipe has all that in it? Ingredients, unless that was the old recipes. Okay, seems to be alright. So now, I don't even know what other multi-blocks I was trying to make earlier, but let's see. Laser engraver. All we are missing is propene. The only problems we have is our oil production. Or oil processing, I should say. That is a very, very nice problem to have, other than like the fact that we still gotta get it up and running. But that makes me happy because once we get oil processing going, we're gonna start cooking. Naphtha 357,000. No valid recipe. You don't have any steam? Where's the input? That's output. There we go. That's better. Sweet. Let's see. I sent a photo of my new Volks setup on Discord. Alright, we'll take a look at that real quick. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is kind of nice. Like, you got them up on stilts and everything. That looks really good. See, I love how organized they look when they're like that. It's just like, for me, like for my builds, it's just like, it looks crazy that they're like so high up on stilts. Like for me, I feel like I have to have the machines on the ground. But that is very nice and clean and beautiful looking. Damn. Also, it's just so cursed seeing like the coils in the middle like that. And it makes sense, you have to do it like that so you have all of your interfaces on the back. Damn. That looks nice. How many Volks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 Volks. Damn. I can only imagine having one Volk running right now. It'd be probably way faster than my quad ABF. Oh my gosh. Who posted? Oh, this was Drew. I was bored and made like a house of freaking storage systems. I don't think I've ever exceeded 8,000 items in a storage system before. Also, how the F do you have 71 defense with that set? Oh, you're talking, yeah. I was reading all that stuff that Drew had going on. Oh, it's 16 Volks. Oh, are the muffler hatches are shared? 4 awesome radium because they're making another 8. How is it 16? Because there's 8 on the other side? Because I see usually it's 1 muffler hatch each, right? It is 8, okay. I was gonna say, like, usually you have 1 muffler hatch each. Okay. 158k, we need to get some of this stuff going here. Boom. Give me that propane, baby! All that for just 800 liters of propane. I love it. Absolutely love it. So there's a couple multi-blocks. Okay, so there's also the engine that I don't think I can make yet. Engine. So yeah, we need the extreme combustion engine control block. LUV. And an HSSG cable. And also extreme engine intake casings. Four, two, one. 4, 2, 1, yes. HV assembler, no circuit. How long did that take? 5 seconds, that's fine. Assembler. I can go downstairs. Okay, combustion engine now just needs tungsten steel gears and HSSG cables. Shooter, gear. And then an HSSG cable. Just like that, we are now able to make combustion engines. Should be able to make laser engravers. Hydrofluoric acid. We weren't missing that before. Not sure what the hydrofluoric acid's for. What is the hydrofluoric acid for? Fluorine and hydrogen. Fluorine. What is our best way of getting that right now? Eventually. Cryolite. Fluorospar. I don't know if I have a lot of fluorospar or not. Tetrafluoroethylene. Bastnasite. Why do I feel like I have a lot of that? Cerium-rich mixture dust. What do we use this for? Oh, let me guess. It's probably the monazite line. Okay, I think that's what that was for. I'm not talking to you, phone. Cerium chloride. Cerium oxalate. Cerium-3 oxide. Cerium dust. Whatever cerium's used for, I don't even know. Oh, wow, okay, so there's some crazy steel later. Yeah, so we'll have to work good, get some more fluorine and stuff going eventually. Also, hold on, we need our cell for concrete. I don't have any of my chests down here for that, do I? I do have one, do have two. Boom. Boom. Wet concrete. Okay, wet concrete. Boom. Wet concrete. Hey, you got a coin. Nice. Okay, storage. Boom. Okay. Laser engraver. Yeah, literally just missing the propane, which still says 9,800. I feel like it should be a lot less than that. Where's my propane? 12,000 propane. I guess we are still okay. So we are all done here. Like this. Fill that up, 290-some thousand. Perfect. So now we'll go outside and I'll just kind of chill there, take a look at things once again, kind of see where we're at, so that way we can kind of figure out next time. So we did not continue really anything here, just because I feel like that would have been maybe quite a bit to ask of my brain after being gone for 2 weeks. Large combustion engine. So it's actually, those will be extreme engines. Oh, that's right, okay. Where's my signs? For IV power output. Okay. And we also need to make a sign because we also will have to work on... See, now I have to figure out, because we're going to be using these... How to generate power. High octane gasoline. A cryogenic freezer. Can we even make the cryogenic freezer? Hold on. Cryo. Otherwise we just do mass. Double Grizium. IV. LUV. So the Inkalloy. Yttrium, chrome, iron. Okay, so that's not a problem. Actually, let's make sure. EV recipe. EV recipe. So easy all the way around, other than maybe the cryogenic casing. Gregtech computer cube. ZPM circuits. Ah, yep. There's the cube. Okay. Coolant cells, Grizium, Inkalloy. So really it's not that bad other than the ZPM circuits, which actually ZPM oh yeah, that's right, we'll have to make the quantum supercomputers. It's actually funny enough. So hold on a second, let's look at the ZPM circuits. Actually, no, go back. ZPM circuits, so random, annealed copper, random, SMD, we can make all that, aluminum frames, all that. So all we need is the quantum supercomputers, LV tier. Just need the more advanced circuit boards, which actually go back. Yeah, we don't even need that before. Okay. So we should be able to make these right now. We just set up the NOR chips. We got random access memory. I have plenty of access to platinum, SMD diodes, and then obviously we need the quantum assembly, which is the IV tier circuit. We have that, we have that, which then also goes back to the top tier EV circuits, which I don't think we have access to yet. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. So it's the qubit processing, so nano component central processing unit. I'm pretty sure we've already made plenty of these. Yeah, that's easy. We've been making those. Qubit processing unit. Okay, so we can make it. It's not that bad. Quantum-Eye. Radon and Eye of Ender. Oh, that's way better recipe, yeah, because screw using... You save time and energy, and then also you just use the Radon and Eye of Ender. So qubit wafers, I don't think we have a recipe for that yet, but we could honestly upgrade... Maybe that's what we'll work on next, too. Okay, let's go back in here. Because then we can get the cryogenic freezer, and hopefully that maybe helps with the oil. I don't even know. We'll see. Upgrade circuit crafting. Okay, so there's that. This... Awesome. That's crazy. We're going to be getting our first ZPM circuits in pretty soon. Combustion engine. Just look back at the IV real quick. That was quite a bit of stuff before we even advanced through. Still awesome. Very, very nice. So, truly really didn't get... It feels like we didn't get much done. But we actually... Okay, we're going to do our recap. We upgraded the power to this guy so that way we can make some IV recipes. We added in some more IV single block machines to help process and create some of our new multi-blocks, which we're going to get very soon. The extreme combustion engine. We're also going to end up getting the multi-block laser engraver pretty soon. What else did we do? We upgraded some of the turbines over here. We kept smelting some of the viroxaries, or whatever it is, to help with that. Oh yeah, we did some magic. We also got over here. We got this all done. We added in the ender chest for this system. Which actually we can dump in a lot more of this now. So that way we continuously produce some helium. Because we ran out from all the smelting that we did. And I actually did connect this to our system now. So we can actually request tungsten pretty much whenever we need it. Which is nice. Okay, but yeah, we also might have to look into the cryo freezer soon, which needs like some gelled something, which I guess comes from like the freezing blazes. But hopefully that shouldn't be too bad with our entity crusher and possibly, you know, all the power inputs that we have now. Okay, so we're good over here. We are going to end the stream. I want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in. We are going to try and come back pretty quickly here with some Terraria. Otherwise, if something changes where I push it back for like an hour or two for like lunch or something, I will let you know. But the plan is to take like a little quick break and then come back with some Terraria. The blazing freeze-ons, yes. Or the freezing blazes. The frozen blazes. My family that moved north just to freeze for some reason. We'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much, though, everyone, for jumping in. I greatly appreciate it. Take care.